January the 22nd, about 70 flyers were offloaded from an Indigo flight at the Hyderabad Airport. Now, the airline now has issued a statement and they maintain that their stand that the passengers misbehaved with the crew and hence they were offloaded continues to be true, calling their behavior totally unacceptable. The Indigo now alleges that the passengers even threatened the crew here. Kashif with us, getting us more details. Kashif, take us through what really is that detailed statement coming in from Indigo?
Well, that was a flight which was going in from Hyderabad to Raipur on Saturday, and on that day what we understand is that due to fog the flight was delayed. After that, what the airline Indigo now says that there was a group of 70 passengers who were extremely unruly inside the cabin. They misbehaved with female cabin crew members. They also assaulted other office or the airline staff, and now the airline says that they will actually take action appropriately with these passengers who misbehave with the airline staff. These flyers also were the ones who were responsible for the delay and in turn had filed complaints against the airline and the airline staff, and now this airline now saying that this entire matter will be taken care of by the law enforcement agencies.
Okay, so Kashif, what really happens in this matter from here on, considering that you also rightly pointed out that the flyers also had lodged a police complaint against Indigo? Will the DGCA intervene, or who really will be taking the final call here, and who will actually investigate as to what really happened on that flight?
Well, the DGCA will definitely look into it because it was about an airline and an airport. The DGCA is the regulatory authority. The police was involved in this case. There have been a police complaint as well. So the police have stepped in to look into the matter. But at this moment, the police will also look into the complaint, which if the Indigo files any complaint regarding the misbehavior of these 70 group of passengers who actually were fighting with themselves and then resorted to delay the flight, inconveniencing other passengers.
And Kashif, what about the other passengers here? Very quickly, is the airline also perhaps trying to speak to any more passengers who were on board essentially to strengthen their version of what happened?
So now what we understand is that the captain of that flight was the one who intervened and then made sure that these unruly passengers were actually offloaded from the flight. Now it's up to the discretion of the captain in command to actually take action, and he was the one who thought that these unruly passengers are not safe for the safe passage of the flight, and that's why these guys were offloaded.
All right, Kashif, please stay with us there on the phone line. We'll take this story forward with you. Let's listen into a few more reactions we've heard on this story.
Something happened in the backside of the flight. Then it was such a noisy environment. हम नहीं जाएंगे like that, ऐसा करना वैसा करना. हम उससे बात करेंगे, officers को बुलाओ like that, and so many things were happened at the backside. And in between, crew members tried to persuade the things, और कुछ चीजें होती रही like that. तो finally जो पायलट ने जो डिसीजन लिया था, that gave us peace कि भाई 70 people were having a kind of misbehavior, और इस तरीके से लोग को लेकर यदि हम चलते हैं from Hyderabad to Raipur, there is a 1 hour 10 minutes duration was there in the night, so there was a chance of emergency landing. Then only the pilot decided, wait, नहीं, we do not fly. तो मुझे ठीक लगा ये डिसीजन.